Hi guys, sorry, such a busy day. Ended up popping to Southall tonight, just spur of the moment, really. It's 45 minutes from me, so I'm just on my way back now. I wasn't staying for the last time. I'm absolutely freezing. It was freezing cold. Yeah, only got one in there, and that was just nothing special, 6 to 1, so I didn't bother with the 8 o'clock meet. I think if it had been a better evening, then maybe would have hung about and probably would have stayed for the last one. But yeah, I think sometimes you've got to realise when you've got a bit back for the day, it's time to warm up, go home, have a cup of tea. Yeah, frustrating again. Had three lucky, well, £10 basically today, over 4 bets. So yeah, a bit disappointed with that. I mean, I personally got lucky with on the, I think it's the one at Newcastle. I think it was a 7.15, and that's only purely on an exchange again. I noticed that, I think it was called Carlton and Co. Last night when I was looking it down to as low as 5, and I thought, well, that's well under price. I had it around 10s, and then it drifted out, went off at like 14s, which was probably about the forecast price. But I thought, you know what, I'll have a play with that one, and yeah, that saved me. And then it was nice to get that came after the one at Southall, so that sort of covered my day on a personal level. But I wasn't prepared to chuck anything else at it today. I've had a play, made my money back. On a personal note, again, poor for the channel, so I can only apologise. Those that have probably been with me for a few months probably understand where the pot's at if they've been following it. I don't know how vigorous people follow them, but there's enough in the channel pot at the moment to carry on for quite a few weeks. Had a couple of good returns last week, and yeah, all you can do is just try and keep battling away at that pot, putting a bit in, taking a bit out. I'm going to have a go tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what to say to you folks. That's horse racing, I'm afraid. Some days everything clicks and then the stars align and you think, well, that was dead easy, I've done nothing different. I do the same process every day. I spend hours on the exchange the night before, looking at prices, getting a true price, going through the form, ones that I've run. I mean, I'll give you an example of the one. If you look at the 7.15, the only reason I was interested in that, because last time the claimer was on board was literally like a year ago at Newcastle. It sounds crazy, but it ended up going to Newcastle, I think it was like early October, and yeah, so it ran in a similar sort of race, and with that claimer on board that was on it today, and it went off at 10 to 1 and finished second. So in my eyes tonight, it was, I think, £1 under. It was only £1 under its the weight that it ran at last year when it finished second. So nothing massive, nothing dramatic, but I think because there was that many all-weather meets today, the horses were so spread out, it was a little less exposed. There wasn't anything in there challenging it greatly. Yeah, and it was just a good price, and that's just what happens, I think. But it's just frustrating when they're not in the channel bets, because that's really where I'd like to see more emphasis on what I do. But it's very difficult, and I can't explain to people how much time consuming it is. It really is, because like I say, I do honestly try and give my best out, and it's a frustrating game. I can see now why the likes of like Callum, and I know he got frustrated with it, and he said it was getting harder and harder, and I appreciate it, because in your head, them horses are, you look at everything. I'm not going diving into what other people do, but for me, the criteria I look at is I'll look at the mark of the horse. I'll try and find races with ones that you haven't got, like unexposed 3-year-olds coming in, or horses that run sporadically, and then like lightly raced maidens. And they can be a nightmare to try and pick what they're going to do, because they can rock up and they've not got enough many miles on the clock. So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. So yeah, so as I was saying, sorry, someone pulled up behind me, it's a bit odd that. So I've lost my train of thought now. Probably should have done this later on, but on my way back, it was just been going round in my brain. Yeah, trying to avoid the ones that aren't exposed, at least exposed. I mean, I'd rather pick a race where they've got some sort of form that you can look at against each other, ones that have run against others, and work out the weights in that way as well. I mean, if one's beat one by 3 lengths and it's £5 lighter, well, you've got to move that one up the place of, on an odds perspective, if the one's £5 lighter, that's say the second favourite is £5 lighter than the one that's first, and it's beat it by 3 lengths. I mean, that's you're not going to see that very often. But yeah, I'm waffling a bit now, but basically, yeah, just apologies guys, and I'll keep doing what I do. I do enjoy it. I find it frustrating as hell, and I just want to message for GG's as well. I hope there's no bad feelings about what was said. I just couldn't sort of understand it, and I think it's very difficult how people bet, but I'm always looking for, I would say, each way value, finding 4 that I can put together that if they all come in each way, you're going to make profit. Now if you get a couple of winners amongst them, then it's exciting profit. If you get 3 or 4 winners, then happy days. We're booking a holiday, aren't we? But yeah, that's where I'm at. Sorry it's a bit of a waffle, but it's just been mulling over in my head on the way back. So I hope you've all had a interesting day. Shout out to Vale as well, he put up a good one. I missed it, it was like lunchtime, and I was out earlier as well. So just a busy day folks, but I'll be back on it tonight on the grind. I'm not going to be upping my stakes. It'll be pretty similar to what we are. Keep it level for the week. If I get lucky tomorrow, let's say, then I'll have a go Saturday. But to be honest, if it's continuing in the trend, I might have Friday night off and just see what's available Saturday. I don't know yet. There's a couple that are on my tracker, and that's what's difficult, because I've tracked so many horses. That's why I started with the Newcastle meeting. I'm trying to keep my eye on ones that are running well, and yeah, I fell on my face with Newcastle today, so apologies for that. Like I say, enjoy your weekends, and I'm sure I'll be back with a bit of something. Again, I'm not going in with the football, so I had a bit of anyone that follows the football, I had a bit of a look into where we're at with that pot, and currently I've got it standing at about, from when I started, it's £55 basically. It's up, but all that was through the boost and that lot. So it took a bit of a hit earlier in the week. I had a couple of plays on the international matches, didn't work out, and £30 back to the bookies. So while it's positive, there'll be at least another five or six bets, and then that will be where we're at break-even point, and that's when I'll then back it off to maybe doing them back to a fivers. But I'm going to try and keep rolling with the fives just to try and make that step, and that's what I tend to do, is try and use the money that I've built up and spread it around and see if we can make a return. Obviously it's not been great this week, but we'll keep at it, keep doing what we do, and let's see if we can get anything up tomorrow. I might move back just to 3 horses. I might really try and study 3 races in depth. It's just that for me exchange that I do, I'll be taking some prices tonight on the exchange, especially the ones that I want to lay for tomorrow. So that's always difficult when you've got ideas in your mind and then you're trying to just pick 3 out. I mean, how many races was today? 40 odd? Crazy amount. And then, like an idiot, I've just been stood out in the cold watching them run around. Yeah, not doing that again. Absolutely freezing. So I'm going to get a cup of tea, have a couple of hours, try and unwind, and then go again. So failing that, if everything goes to pot, I'll see you when I see you. Alright, take care, you all are well.